More than 1 in 5 Americans struggle with their mental health, and professionals are sometimes in short supply. But there is hope. A pioneering science-backed method called post-traumatic growth, or PTG, can help us more easily recover from anxiety and depression symptoms and stressful situations. This morning we have Dr. Taryn Green, Director of Research at Bouldercrest Foundation, here to tell us more about this. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're so glad you're here because this is something that so many Americans actually are struggling with. So tell us just the basics about PTG.
Absolutely. So post-traumatic growth, or PTG, is really that age-old idea that what doesn't kill us can make us stronger, that many of us actually come out wiser on the other side of trauma and of difficult life experiences. So with post-traumatic growth, someone's core belief system gets shattered or challenged by a difficult event, and we need to rebuild that. And at Bouldercrest Foundation, we're the home of post-traumatic growth, and that's what we help people do.
We talked about how the word trauma can be so scary. So how do people, get out of that stigma of how scary trauma is and know that they can grow and things can be okay again?
Absolutely, and that's such a good point, because in the aftermath of difficult life experiences, often we tend to isolate because it does feel kind of scary, the struggle that's happening, and that's why we emphasize at the Bouldercrest Foundation struggling well, which means putting your story out there, putting yourself out there, being open, and starting to reach out for support and help so that you can work through and process what's happened.
Okay, and those steps to experience PTG in your life, can we talk a little bit about those?
Definitely. So we train folks in the steps to experience post-traumatic growth, and I can share a few of those. The first being trust and connection, and that's so important because, as I said, a lot of times we tend to isolate and feel a lot of shame and guilt with our struggle in the aftermath of difficult life events. But really what we need to do is turn towards other people for some support and get that support to start lifting us up. And another phase is education and regulation. Education is all about realizing that traumatic and difficult events are really inevitable in many of our lives, and that they do have value. So many of us do experience transformation and growth in the aftermath of that. And then learning to regulate ourselves. So learning some regulation practices that can help us to kind of ground and get through those challenging emotions that are coming up. And then finally, disclosure, which really means talking to people. And that seems easy, but sometimes is the hardest part, sharing our story and getting empathy in return.
Absolutely. Okay, so say someone's watching this morning, they're saying, I or someone I know needs this. This will be awesome in my life. How can they learn more from you guys? You
can read the Struggle Well book. We have an excellent post-traumatic growth workbook written by our Bouldercrest Institute leaders, and visit us online at our website, bouldercrest.org.
Okay, fabulous. Dr. Green, thank you so much. We'll have all this information on our website, that is wccbcharlotte.com. People can look there and find more information. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, coming up still on Rising.